Sophie Cunningham gets hit with the foul in the head. They turn into flagrant 2. Girl's kicked out. I don't know what the girl's name is. Donji, whoever she is. Then the coach at the time comes out and says, I don't think she was doing it on purpose. The coach says that. And can you go back so I can say the girl's name properly? I don't want to screw it up because I know. No, go to the second X video you had. Right. What is the name?
DiJonai
Carrington. And this is the DiJonai. Go back a little bit to show the previous, go all the way to the front. This is how she plays. Look.
Damn. Deleted. Stop scrolling right now. We have a full-blown mutiny happening live on national television, and the WNBA league office is scrambling to scrub this footage from the internet. Deleted. What you're about to hear is one of the most disturbing betrayals in professional sports history. This isn't about missed calls or locker room drama. This is the total internal collapse of the Indiana Fever. Deleted. A head coach just got caught flat out lying to millions of fans to cover up a violent attack on her own player. The home crowd turned on the team, booing the coach right out of her own arena, and in a twist even PR experts are calling career suicide. Deleted. 2 of the biggest stars on the roster turned around and attacked their own fans. Welcome back to channel, where we don't hold back and we don't let the league gaslight you. The trust here is permanently shattered and no one's job is safe. Deleted. If you thought the tension was bad before, brace yourself. The Indiana Fever just committed organizational suicide. Hit like, subscribe if you're tired of the league covering for its own, and let's expose exactly who betrayed this franchise.
This is what pissed Caitlin Clark off, I think. This is what now Indiana Fever front office is having heart-to-hearts with the players to kind of fix this. I think, this is just my theory, I believe Stephanie White is going to be booed every time they say her name. Away games and home games. Watch. I'm calling it right now. Shout out to Coach Anderson again. He stated actual footage of the Indiana Fever fans booing Stephanie White. We are proud of you, Indiana. I wish they'll fire her already. Can be heard in the video. These are paying customers. Ain't that what I told y'all? People paying their money to go to the game. And y'all know what I like to say. Stick it to their pockets, baby. Gotta stick it to the pockets. Let's roll the footage.
Deleted. Opposing player DiJonai Carrington committed what's being called the most dangerous play eason, a brutal flagrant foul directly targeting Sophie Cunningham. This wasn't 2 players tangled up in the paint. It was a violent, deleted, unprovoked hit that left the arena horrified and easily could have ended Cunningham's season. The fans erupted, the internet exploded, and the footage was right there in HD for everyone to see. Everyone knew it was dirty. Now here's the reality. Deleted. In any normal high-functioning franchise, the head coach is the ultimate protector. When your star takes a flagrant shot to the head, the coach goes to war, marches to the podium, takes the fine, demands justice. But what did Stephanie White do? Deleted. She flipped the script and threw Sophie Cunningham under the bus. When asked about the attack on her own player, White didn't defend Sophie. She didn't call out the refs. She looked into the camera, straight-faced, and said, I didn't see the foul. Deleted. Let that sink in. The head coach of the most scrutinized team in the WNBA, standing right there watching her player get leveled, suddenly claims she saw nothing. She didn't just plead ignorance. She actively tried to bury the play. Why? Deleted. Because she wanted to protect Carrington, her former player at Connecticut. And to be fair to her, well-deserved. Watch this.
And well-deserved. Watch this. Go back, play this clip. Watch this. She says, I couldn't see it.
Say about the play in the last game. I didn't see the play in real time.
That's her in the back.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Went straight to a press conference.
So you can pause it right there.
And that's her right there.
That's her in the back. And that's the foul. What do you mean you can't see the foul?
Unbelievable.
And she says she got a better view than some of the referees got. And then this is how she comes and cries on TV about the criticism she got. How dare people on social media call her out? Go for it.
Pride myself on is my relationships with players. For those who have anything to say about the play in the last game, I didn't see the play in real time. I went straight to a press conference. I thought the play got called right. Thankfully, Sophie's okay.
Yeah.
Was it egregious? Absolutely. When you have a chance to watch that over and over and over on replay, you can see that. I didn't have that in real time.
Oh, really? That's you behind.
Unbelievable.
Were there any
I take personally
Sorry.
any suggestions that I don't 100% always have my players back.
Stop it.
Liar.
I ride with them 10 toes down all the time.
That's
Okay.
ChatGPT
All the
wrote your
time.
Yeah.
speech.
They know that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's a shame that we can't have an opportunity to talk about what great basketball they're playing
Nobody cares about the basketball.
because
Now,
they
do
are
me a favor.
f***ing playing.
Go all the way to the last 20 seconds. Okay.
United,
Go-
every
yeah,
day
right.
these women
Watch.
put their on the line.
And you didn't protect them.
Every day. When they go low, we go high. Love will win.
There we
Love
go.
will win.
Grace will win.
Grace.
Humility will win.
Look at her great.
And
It's about to
kindness
show up.
will win.
Kindness is about
Here
to
comes
show up.
kindness.
I stand by them. I will always stand by them.
Amen.
Everybody else can go to hell.
Oh, wait a minute.
Kindness.
Wait a minute.
So, you know what? We need kindness.
Grace.
They go
Love,
high, you go, you know.
Grace.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
When they
wholesome
go
Christian. And it goes, hey, by the
low,
way,
we go
go to hell, and then
Yeah.
you leave.
You know, and
Walking,
you run
talking
up.
contradiction.
Tom ran a poll, and the poll was, do you view this as a sincere statement by Stephanie White, the coach?
Yeah.
But vote one of them. Just pick one of them.
Deleted. Stephanie White chose her past relationships over her current roster. Sophie Cunningham was abandoned by the one person whose job is to protect her, a failure of leadership that instantly cracked the locker room culture. Deleted. The backlash was swift and brutal. Fans saw the replay, saw the press conference, and knew they were being gaslighted by their own coach. If the coach wasn't going to defend the players, the fans decided they would. Deleted. The retaliation inside the arena was deafening. Stephanie White went viral for the worst possible reason. Raw footage spread across social media showing the Fever head coach getting mercilessly booed by her own home crowd. The stadium turned toxic. Deleted. Thousands of fans, the same people funding this entire operation, rejected her leadership in real time. The boos echoed through the rafters. It was a massive public humiliation, and even Indiana's lieutenant governor publicly called for her firing. Deleted. The ticket-buying public had reached its breaking point. But just when you thought the franchise couldn't sink any deeper, the real twist happened. With the coach isolated and the fans in open revolt. Deleted. You'd expect the star players to unite the fan base and stand with the people who pay their salaries. Instead, Aliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell stepped up to the mic and burned the last bridge they had left.
They love Stephanie White. Now the fans have turned heel against Stephanie. This should not come as no surprise. Anytime you see a coach throwing their players under the bus, you're not going to be taken in well with that particular fan base. And this is exactly what Stephanie White is currently experiencing during this last little stretch of the Indiana Fever 2026 season. And I'm sticking to what I said, man. I do not believe Stephanie will coach this team next year. I think they're going to be forced to fire her. See, the people got power. See, a lot of fans don't understand the power that they have. We have all of the power. If you stop watching the games, stop going to the games, they are forced to make a change. And I truly believe that change is coming very, very soon. Hell, if people boycott the games and quit going, she might get fired this year. I'm telling you what I know. This is big business. And Stephanie White is bad for business. And if you're an owner of any business, you don't want anybody that's employed by your company messing up your pockets because it hurts the bag, bro. That's just the moral of the story. Moral of the story. Coach Anderson said, thanks for posting it. If you go to any more games and they boo, please post it. So Coach Anderson actually got this from a YouTuber. Let me shout this guy out. I want to give him some love. I want to give this channel some love. This is a life of hobbies. He was the one who actually caught the footage. Shout out to him. I believe that's where Coach Anderson got it from.
Deleted. Boston and Mitchell decided to wage war on their own fans. Instead of holding their coach accountable, instead of standing with Sophie Cunningham, these two superstars looked at the furious fan base and called them disrespectful. Deleted. You cannot make this up. The fans are angry because they just watched an opponent try to injure their teammate. They're booing because the head coach allegedly lied to their faces. And how do Boston and Mitchell respond? Deleted. by wagging their fingers at the crowd and crushing the people who pay their bills. They defended the chaotic leadership and scolded the fans for caring too much. This is the cardinal sin of professional sports. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. Deleted. The WNBA is riding a historic surge in viewership and revenue, and these fans are pouring millions into the franchise. To be rewarded with gaslighting accusations and millionaire athletes calling them disrespectful is a slap in the face.
The coach is prioritizing the agenda over the player.
Yep.
You think she cares about the player? Maybe. But trust that she cares way more about this agenda. You know who I actually got to give credit to that I very rarely give credit to? Do you know Jason Whitlock? Remember this guy?
Yeah.
And anytime there's an argument, I'm more on the Stephen A side than Jason Whitlock. But I'll give him credit. He goes, guys, this isn't about the trans thing. He goes, you have to understand the foundation of the league. The foundation of the WNBA is built by black lesbian women, period. And those black lesbian women are not going to bend the knee to any of this because they are fully aligned with the trans agenda. So if each of the players, imagine you have how many players on the team? 12 players on the team, and 11 out of the 12 players on the team are like 10 toes down on this trans thing, that they're not going to deviate. So for every one Sophie Cunningham, you have 10 DiJonai whatevers that are going to rip your hair out.
I got you.
Or rip your face out for this agenda.
For those of you guys that got big plans for 2026 and 2027, and you're seeing what's going on in the marketplace with business, and you got big dreams, and you want to go out there and do special things for yourself, and you want to network with others, we're going to have the greatest networking event ever at the Vol Conference. It'll be something everybody will be talking about. So with that being said, if you haven't yet registered for the Vol Conference, here's a clip I want you to watch. Go for it. Successful business people speak a language others don't. It's like when I lived in Germany at age 10 and a month later I'm speaking German because I immersed myself in a community of Germans. I speak that language. The same applies for business. So studies have shown that 65% of people that immerse themselves in a new language completely feel like a different person on the other side. So what does it mean? You go to a business conference, you're at the Vol Conference, 12,000 other people around you for 4 days. We're speaking a language that we're fluent in business, how we walk into a room, how we negotiate a deal, how we hire somebody, how we raise capital, how we come up with a new strategy. The more you're around it, you all of a sudden start speaking that language fluently. So when you go back home, you do deals in a different way. You handle your business in a different way. If you want to get fluent in speaking a business language, once a year we host a conference called the Vault Conference. This year for the first time, we're doing it at the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas, where we go through this 296-page manual with 12,000 people over 4 days in one room. If you
Deleted. The Indiana Fever are operating on borrowed time. You cannot sustain a profitable organization when the head coach is getting booed out of her own building. Opponents can commit flagrant fouls with no lasting consequence. Deleted. And the star players are declaring war on the ticket holders. When your players start fighting the fans, the franchise is already dead. So, is Stephanie White's career over after this? Deleted. Were Boston and Mitchell out of line for going after their own fan base? Or has this whole thing spiraled out of control? Let me know your most brutally honest thoughts below. If you want the unfiltered truth the WNBA doesn't want you to see, deleted, smash that subscribe button. This is Clark Fever Hoop. See you in the next update.